To those that are listening to this video right now, my only advice that I would give to you would be this right here. Whatever information that's brought forth to you, whether it's by word of mouth or it's by written material that you've read, after you read the material or after what's been discussed to you, don't just believe it to be just that. Do your own research. Use critical thinking, use common knowledge, use common sense, use logic to find out that what you've read or what's been said to you to be absolutely true. The reason why I'm saying all this is because, I want to talk about in this video about the HIV and AIDS virus. And as y'all can see, I named this video, Are Black Men the Majority of Contracting HIV and AIDS Virus? Like it's been said that black men are at the very top of the totem pole of contracting and having the HIV and AIDS virus more than any other race of men in this country, or gender for that matter. Black men have the highest in the male gender. Black women have the highest in the female gender. But between race and gender, black men are at the top of it all. Now, this is my thing. They have statistics, right? They say there's a high percentage of black men that have contracted or have the HIV and AIDS virus. But then over here, they have statistics that show that majority of black men are not going to the doctor. They're not getting checked. So how is it possible that you have a high percentage of black men that have contracted HIV and AIDS virus, but you have a small percentage of black men who go to the doctor to get checked? I'm in that small percentile of black men who go to the doctor. I've been there last year and I went this year. And let me tell you something. My results came back. It showed that I was healthy. I came back negative. So I can imagine how many black men who have gone to the doctor, their test shows that they were negative. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my question. Where are they getting these statistics that show that black men are at the very top of the totem pole of contracting the HIV and AIDS virus when one, black men are not the majority in this country. Two, majority of black men are not going to the doctor getting themselves checked. Three, the black men who do go to the doctor, how many of them have been tested positive or negative? You know what I'm saying? Four, like I say, how are they pulling these statistics? Are they going door to door, knocking on black men's doors and conducting the test there to see if they have the HIV and AIDS virus? Are they going to the college, junior high, high school campuses and conducting these tests to see how many black men have the HIV and AIDS virus? And if so, how many of them have actually took the test? The black men who passed away, who've been killed, when they do an autopsy, is it found that the virus is still active? And that's my question. Is it possible that the virus can be active after they passed away? So, how are they pulling these statistics? How are they going about doing so? How is it possible that black men are at the very top of the totem pole of contracting the HIV and AIDS virus? Are there statistics that show how are they going about conducting these tests to see how many black men have it? Y'all feel where I'm coming from? Like really, yeah, like really sit back and really think. Like something in the water is not supposed to be up in there. Something isn't right. These statistics, I'm not really believing what's been brought forth to me. Like people, like I said, use critical thinking. Find out for yourself the truth. Don't believe what's been said to you or what you read. Look deep into that. Find out the absolute truth. And another thing, right? It's been said, it's been known that white men and white women are the majority in this country. There's more of them than any other race of men, women in this country, right? My question to you is, how is that possible? How are they reproducing? There's only two ways I can think of. And if there's a third or a fourth one, somebody let me know. All right? But two ways they can reproduce. It could either be by having sex or artificial insemination. And are there any statistics that show how white people are reproducing? Are they reproducing more by having sex or are they reproducing more by artificial insemination? And if they're reproducing more by having sex, then in order for them to even reproduce, they have to have unprotected sex. Am I right? If that's true, how come they're not at the very top of the totem pole of having or contracting the HIV and AIDS virus when it's clear as day that they are the majority in this country? How many are white people buying condoms more than black people? Are white people more sexually active than black people? Because I'm going to tell you something. From my perspective, from my point of view, from what I've witnessed, when I used to go to clubs, when I used to go to parties, when I used to go to spring break, man, spring break. Whew. When I used to go to these diverse clubs or parties, you know, I would see white people hook up more than black people right there on the spot. Like this white boy will see this white girl over in the corner, go over there and dance with her, and put his tongue all down her throat. Don't know anything about her background, don't know where she came from, don't know what she's done, but he put his tongue all down her throat. And I can imagine what they about to do after they leave the venue. I've seen that more than I've seen a black man or a black woman make out. And if they do make out, if a black man and a black woman do make out, it's because they know each other. I rarely see a black man just make out with a black woman and he didn't, I rarely seen that. I rarely see a black man make out with a black woman. He didn't know who she was. So that's my question. Like, are white people more sexually active than black people? Because apparently white people are having sex more than black people because they're the majority. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are some questions like, are white people, when they turn 13 or when they turn 18 or when they go to the doctor, are they given some type of vaccine? Are they given something to shield them away from the HIV and AIDS virus? Like, what's going on? Huh? What's going on? Like, there's some BS that's been thrown in my direction. I'm not really falling for it. That's why I say, man, do your own research. Find out for yourself. Use critical thinking. Use common sense. Use common knowledge. Use some logic to, find out for yourself to be the truth. To summarize all this up, they say black men have the highest in HIV and AIDS virus. How did they pull out these statistics when we're not the majority that's in this country? Majority of black men are not going to the doctor to get checked. And the minority of black men who do get checked, how many of them have come out to be positive or negative? Are they going to college, high school, junior high campuses and testing these black kids and see if they have the HIV and AIDS virus? Are they stopping black men on the spot? When black men pass away, when they get killed, when they do an autopsy, do they find if that black person has the HIV and AIDS virus? Why is it that white people are not at the very top of the totem pole of contracting the HIV and AIDS virus when they're the majority? How are white people reproducing? Are they doing it by having sex or are they doing it by artificial insemination? Are white people more sexually active than black people? Are white people buying condoms more than black people? Like, come on, y'all. Like, really, people, really sit there and really ask yourself these questions. Don't believe what someone is telling you. Find out for yourself. Research. Because I'm telling you, y'all, in my personal opinion, I believe white people have and contracted the AIDS virus more than black people. I really do. I don't believe that black people are at the very top of the totem pole when it comes to having the virus. There's some BS that's been kicked to me, and I'm not falling for it. And those that are listening to this video right now, I want y'all to do the same thing. Don't believe the hype. Find out for yourself what's true or not. And if it is true, show me statistics that show how white people are reproducing. Show me statistics that show how black people, how they're conducting these tests to show that black people are at the very top of the totem pole when it comes to having the HIV and AIDS virus. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? Do your research. Don't fall for the bullshit. I'm out.